Uncharted, one of my favourite video game franchises of all time. In fact, it probably is my favourite. And 5 years, over 5 years, I've been waiting for this film, and it definitely did not disappoint. Absolutely incredible. If you're an Uncharted fan, you should definitely watch this and enjoy the video. Somebody, spot Jim, and let's go ahead and do the movie review for Uncharted. And I've been waiting, like I said at the beginning of this video, I've been waiting for about 5 years, maybe just over 5 years for this film, and I just can't believe that I finally watched it, and I'm here going to be going ahead and doing a movie review for it. I've also done another Uncharted video, which was ranking the Uncharted games, and that's linked in the description below for you to go ahead and watch that. You might not be able to see it, but I've got my Uncharted necklace on. You can see a bit of it there, but I went ahead and wore that when I actually went to see the film. And I know I said that from now on, the only movie reviews I'm going to be doing were going to be for Disney, but if it's just for Disney, there's not going to be many movie reviews I'll be doing. So every now and again, I will be doing movie reviews that aren't Disney, for films that either I'm really anticipated for, like this one, or for films that I thought were absolutely amazing, like this film, which we'll go ahead and do a review for in a minute. But so yeah, most of the time it will be Disney movie reviews, but every now and again there will be other movie reviews, such as this one for Uncharted, because I feel like I've got to do a video on this. This is one of the most anticipated films ever, and I had an absolute blast watching it. And I went ahead and ranked the Uncharted games on my channel, so I thought I kind of have to do a movie review of this film, and I want people to see it as well. So enough rambling, and now we'll get to it, talking about the good for this film. So we'll start off with the no spoilers, and then there's going to be one specific part we'll talk about when it gets to spoilers, but there'll be time codes in the description below of this video, so you can make sure if you've not seen this film, you won't get spoiled, because what I'm going to be talking about is quite a major spoiler, so you have been warned for that. But we'll start off with the good. So I thought this film was fun, enjoyable, and an amazing adventure film in my opinion. I had a blast watching it all the way through. I also thought that the director Rubin, I can't remember what his surname is, but I think he did an amazing job here, and I think he should be very proud of the film he went ahead and made. So when I'll talk about the story for the film, you might just think it's just a generic treasure hunting film, because that's basically what the plot is. It's just about getting treasure, really. But there's a lot of emotion and a lot of great characters that it is just a simple story. But I don't really see that as being a problem for it. You understand why they're doing this. You're really rooting for the heroes, and you're definitely rooting for the villains. So the story might not be anything too unique or anything, but I still thought it was very enjoyable, and I liked that it was quite a simplistic story. In terms of the villain and the rest of the characters, we'll start off with Nathan Drake, played by Tom Holland. I think Tom Holland did an incredible job as Nathan Drake. He did a lot better than I thought. I knew he'd be really good at Nathan Drake, but I didn't think he'd be that good as the character. And Mark Wahlberg playing Sully, I think he did a great job. And I can't remember who played Chloe, but she did an excellent job as well. I feel like most of the characters were casted very well here. I think they all did very well with the material they got given. In terms of the villain, he's just okay. The villain's played by Antonio Banderas. I just feel like the villain could have been a lot better. I feel like the Uncharted games have got quite a high bar, especially when it comes to the villains as well. And to me, this is probably one of the weaker Uncharted villains there's ever been. He's just okay. He's nothing that amazing or anything. He does what he needs to do, but he's just a bit of a generic villain though. In terms of the action it just looked like it was straight from the game, really. I think the action was done really well here. It couldn't have been done any better. I think it's perfect the way the action was done, and it was definitely exciting for throughout the whole film. I didn't feel like it overdid the action. I didn't feel like it underdid it either. I feel like it had the perfect amount of action in this film. It's one of the things that I love about Uncharted is the amazing action set pieces, and this one definitely did not disappoint for the film adaptation of Uncharted. And now we'll talk about the acting and the writing for this film. So like I said a few moments ago, the actors definitely did very well with the material they got given, and I think the casting was done rather well. And I just think the acting was just done really well. And in terms of the writing, I thought the writing was excellent. I don't really have any major problems with the writing besides just the villain being too generic. But I think the writing is done really well here. And also the humor. Uncharted, I think, is quite known for it being quite funny at times, and I think this one definitely didn't disappoint. There were quite a few jokes I was laughing at. There were a few I was thinking maybe they could have gone with a joke that would be more funnier, but I just did really have just an absolute blast just seeing the characters interacting, seeing what funny things they're going to say next. There were also quite a few twists and turns in this film, a lot more than I was expecting, but that's a good thing. I like having twists and turns in the film because it makes it more unpredictable. You don't know what's going to be happening next. There were also a couple of scenes where there are subtitles. It's great because it makes the film more realistic when there are characters that are not supposed to be talking English, using their foreign accent, and speaking English when they are speaking with other English characters. So it's a very minor thing, but I think that was done really well here. The fact that there were some people that were speaking a different language that had subtitles, but when I was speaking to someone that was English, there wasn't any subtitles needed because they were speaking English. I just thought that was just really cool, just seeing that I noticed in the film. In terms of the length, I think the length was perfect. I don't think it needed to be shorter. I don't think it needed to be longer. I think the music, it's both nostalgic and amazing at the same time. It's just, the music in this is absolutely incredible. Not really the song choices, it's more just the orchestration and just the instrumental songs are just done absolutely incredible here. They're just so amazing. And I also found this film having a satisfying conclusion. I was very satisfied with where it ended, and I felt like it was emotional where it needed to be. But before we talk about spoilers, I want to say that there are 2 end credit scenes, and I highly recommend to watch them if you are an Uncharted fan or if you just finished the film and you really enjoyed it. I'd stick around for those end credit scenes. One of them is basically just after the end title for the film that says Uncharted, and then one of them is after the first lot of credits, which only takes about 2-3 minutes to get to, so it's definitely worth waiting for that. But now we'll talk about one spoiler part of this game, which if you want to skip the spoiler part, there are time codes and comment in the description below for you to go ahead and skip this part. But the spoiler I'm going to be talking about is Nolan North's cameo. Nolan North plays Nathan Drake in all the Uncharted games, well, except for The Lost Legacy because he's not in that one. But it was just absolutely incredible just to see that he did have a cameo in the film. I did watch a video and it did mention that he does have a cameo in the film. So I was like, what did I miss him? When does he come up? And when I saw him, I was like, it's just absolutely amazing because he had the main Uncharted music in the background subtly, and it was just quite a funny moment as well. It was just really cool the fact that he played Nathan Drake and he was in this film. I feel like the film just made it even better, the fact that he was in it. I just absolutely love that. But that's what we're going to say for the spoilers. Now we'll talk about the bad for this game. Not this game, this film. I'm just used to playing Uncharted games. I'm not used to watching an Uncharted film. So for the bad for this film, we'll go ahead to start off with, it isn't unique enough. I feel like there are a lot of scenes that have appeared in a lot of other Uncharted games, but I feel like they've done here in a bit of a with a bit different spin on it. It doesn't feel like the exact same scenes, but it does feel very familiar to scenes you've already seen. This might not make any sense to you, but I just feel like this film could have made up their own set piece a lot more, rather than just copying a lot of different action scenes that are in the other Uncharted games. I feel like there were also more scenes that we didn't even see in the Uncharted games. I feel like a lot of the scenes here are just stuff we've seen in other Uncharted games. It would be nice if maybe they did a few more unique things, but there's probably going to be other Uncharted films. So if there are, I feel like um, they could definitely make just do their own set pieces rather than copying stuff from the games, just having a bit of a different spin on there. But I feel like for the songs for this film, not really the music, it's more the songs for what the songs are music, but these aren't the instrumentation music, these aren't the orchestral music. It's just songs that I just feel like were too modern. I'm not really sure went well with Uncharted. Maybe it could have gone with a song from the 1960s and the 70s, but that's just my preference because they're my favorite decades of music. But these are just real nitpicks I've got with this film. But now we'll talk about the verdict. So I recommend this film to people who like Uncharted and for people who like adventure films to go ahead and watch this one. And I rate this film a 9 out of 10. I thought it's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to buy it on DVD and watch it again, and hopefully watch the special features if there is any, because I want to get the Ultra 4K version of this film because I absolutely loved it that much that I really want to get that version of it. There's not really much else we're going to say about this film. You can let me know what you think of this film in the comment section below, but no spoilers as most of this is a non-spoiler review. And I just highly recommend to watch this film, and I just had such an enjoyable time watching it. I went with a friend of mine. He's quite a big Uncharted fan as well, and we both just thought this film was absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you're a fan of Uncharted. Link in the description below. I've ranked all the Uncharted games, and that's really all I say here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and love, and ciao. Sic parvis magna means greatness from small beginnings.